Alright, viewers, this is not a normal video that I usually post on my page, but this is a video for Tim Secor. Now, Tim Secor of Tim's Weather Center News, I tried to reach out to him. You know, we've been friends for a long time. We had a falling out. He apologized, but I tried to reach out to him. I tried my darndest to reach out to him. And he hasn't been reaching out to me. Now, my message, I'm not going to hate, but I'm going to say this. After all of the stuff he's put me through, after all the hoops I had to jump through for him, he wants me to help find reporters for Tim's Weather Center News. Now, I could be mean about it and go on a whole hour tirade about what he's done and how he's going to do things and how I think he's going to do things. But you know what? This isn't what this is about. I'm not trying to make this a long, drawn-out video. So, my simple answer is no. Now, here's why. Like I said, the amount of the hoops I had to jump through to get this kid started as a full-time reporter. I used to be a full-time sports reporter. Then he found his Uncle Johnny. Now, again, it's not my place to talk about how he runs his show. I understand that. It's not my place to talk about his family either. But what I have noticed is ever since he's fired me and hired Uncle Johnny, he's gotten less views. He's gotten less reports. He's gotten less interviews. He's gotten less everything. Now, I'm not going to say that the amount of success was because of me, that it contributed because I'm some magical god of a person. But I am going to say that, we used to be the closest of friends. I used to have every amount of love and support for that kid in my heart. And then we have this falling out. He tries to reach back out. I've tried to reach out to him. And you know what he does? He sits there and he just wants me to help him. Well, there's one or two ways we can go about this. Tim can say that I'm being rude and play this video on his show. Or we can have a one-on-one Blab conversation privately on Blab, which we are supposed to do tonight, or which we were supposed to do yesterday, but I ate dinner, so I couldn't get to it. But then I try and reach out to him on Twitter, because he has a Twitter account. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to see how Tim handles this. He can go one or two ways. He and his Uncle Johnny can commentate on it, and he can play it on his next Tim's Weather Center News. Or we can settle this like men, and we can talk face-to-face on Blab, on camera, and we can record the whole thing. We can record the resolution of the problem, and you can post that to our show, which I've told Tim that when we had that falling out and I posted that video before, that I would not post a video like that again. Now, I'm not screaming at him. I'm not yelling at him. I'm not cursing at him like he did in the last video. I'm not doing any of that. I'm not talking trash about Uncle Johnny, about any of his family, about any of his fans. But what I did tell him is after I deleted the video, he must tell his fans that we made up. So he would have to tell his fans the falling out was no more and that we are friends, which he still hasn't done to this day. He hasn't brought me up in any of his videos. He hasn't given me thank you for anything I've done for him. But then we had a conversation a couple months ago on Skype where he basically told me off and told me that his show was better than my show, and that I was copying him for posting shows to YouTube. Now, I don't know how serious he is about Tim's Weather Center news, and again, it's not my place to judge. But what I do know is I am darn serious. I am serious about Jamie's Sideline podcast. And no matter what, no matter if I get 1 view, no matter if I get 2 views, no matter if I get 600, it doesn't matter. Jamie's Sideline podcast will live on. Now, again, he can play this video on his Tim's Weather Center news, and then we can have a falling out again. Or he can actually reach out to me. We'll see. I leave it up to him. Tim, the ball is in your court. The ball is in your court.